Welcome to the hands-on course on machine learning with Python programming language. Now, the difficulty level of this course is intermediate, which means in order to follow along easily and to be able to get in order to get the best out of this course, make sure you satisfy these prerequisites. The first and the foremost, the prerequisite is you should be aware of basics of Python programming language, because throughout this course, I'll be writing the code in Python programming language. And since this is a course on machine learning, wherever possible, we'll be referring to the mathematical terms. So it could be vector matrices and vector matrix operation, dot product, matrix multiplication, and so on. So to be able to follow along easily, make sure that you have a little understanding about high school mathematics, more specifically linear algebra part about vectors and matrices. And also you should be familiar with working with the software. Now throughout this course, I'll be making use of Google Colab as a way to write the Python codes. But if you are aware of Jupyter Notebook, that should fine as well. The main objective of this course is we want the participants to be able to write the code in Python programming language, and not just writing the code, but also use the data science libraries in Python, which are nothing but NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Along with that, perform the data pre-processing using scikit-learn library. And most importantly, the participant should be able to perform the machine learning for various tasks, that is regression, classification, clustering, dimensionality reduction, and so on. And also, we hope that the participants will be able to evaluate the various machine learning models using the respective evaluation methods, because not every model will have the same evaluation methods that we can use, isn't it? So some are classification and some are regression. Now, suitable for that machine learning model, the participants will be able to use the various evaluation methods that are suited for those specific models, so that they can have the better understanding as how the machine learning model is working. Now, throughout our learning journey, these are all the important models that we'll be learning as a part of this course. We'll start by understanding how this linear regression model works, and then we will increase the complexity and we are going to learn about polynomial regression models. And as we proceed along in this learning journey, we'll learn about decision tree and the random forest. Now, believe me guys, decision tree and the random forest are one of the very important models when it comes to machine learning. So when we come to that section, I want you to focus on it. Post that, we'll look into another algorithm that is called as SVM models. And at the end, we'll also see how this k-means clustering algorithm would work. Now, apart from that, we're also going to see other dimensional reduction techniques as well. Well, now the next question is, are there any requirements or prerequisites? Well, as I mentioned already, the first and foremost requirement or the prerequisite is, as a participant, you are aware of basics of Python programming language. And throughout this learning journey, I'll be making use of Google Colab as a way to write the Python code. So you should have a throughout my learning journey, I'll be making use of Google Colab. To write the code. So you should have a good internet connection. And along with that, to understand everything about machine learning model, make sure you have the basics of mathematics, especially vectors and matrices. Okay, I'm sure most of you have all these prerequisites. I'm sure most of you will satisfy these prerequisites. So let's see who are all the target audience of this course. Well, the target audience is anyone who is willing to enter the field of machine learning, or anyone who is interested to perform the predictive analytics on my given data, or it could be anyone who is willing to join the machine learning practitioners. So it could be anyone, because as I said at the beginning, if you are aware of Python programming language, you can very well get started in this learning journey of machine learning. So by the end of this course, as a learner, you will have these skill sets. So first and foremost, you will have the hands-on experience in performing various tasks in machine learning, that is classification, regression, dimensionality reduction, clustering, and so on. Not only that, you'll have the ability to load the file from various sources and perform the analysis on top of it. You'll be able to create better visualization to enable better data storytelling. At the end obviously, you'll have the ability to build the predictive models which can be used for real-time data set. Now, we'll be achieving all these things with this course structure. Now, coming to this course content, so we'll start by understanding what is machine learning, which we'll be covering as a part of Introduction to Machine Learning. And then we'll learn about three important libraries which are relevant for data science, that is NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Once we are comfortable with these three libraries, we'll move on and work with scikit-learn library. Now in this section of scikit-learn, we'll learn various we are going to learn about various pre-processing methods that we have, which will help us in analyzing the data, and also various machine learning models that we have in the scikit-learn, which we can directly apply on our data set. So using those models, we'll be performing various machine learning tasks, that is regression, classification, and clustering. And we are not stopping over there, guys. We are also learning one of the important as well as the advanced topic in machine learning, that is dimensionality reduction. Now to perform this activity, we are going to make use of principal component analysis, that is PCA. I'm so excited to see you inside. I look forward to seeing you in the lecture 1. Thank you so much for joining in.